Hello, and welcome to the Race, Wealth, and Health Podcast, a podcast that serves to educate and empower while we explore the intersections of social justice, economic empowerment, and holistic well-being within communities of color. I am your host, Dr. Joycelyn Morris, and I invite you to join me as we dive deep into the crucial topics that shape our lives, challenge the status quo, and strive for a more equitable future for all. Here's just a few clips of what to expect on this season of Race, Wealth, and Health.
I don't feel as if there's one way to address the wealth gap, because even if we're talking about the wealth gap, we have to consider systems. So for instance, there are studies that talk about how African Americans, when they engage in home ownership, they're typically 4 to 5 years older than their white counterparts.
Yeah, so financial shame. I mean, it's just shame, but now we add finances to it, to be honest. But seriously, it is an emotional and psychological response a person has about their finances, whether it's perceived.
But so what's interesting about that point is that in the name of racism, in the name of avoiding integration, the government privatized public good and made it for only those who can afford it.
Food has a life of its own, and food is a weapon, and it continues to be used as a weapon, because if you can starve people out, you can manipulate their abilities to do things. It's wartime.
Of course, everyone is aware of the difference in the maternal health outcomes of Black women. That's something that we've been discussing very heavily and a priority for our community, especially as Black women. Black women are 3 to 4 times more likely to die from pregnancy complications than any woman in the United States.
Yeah, I think it's about recognizing that it's required, that finding time for rest enables you to do better work when the time comes to work. And there's a time for work and there's a time for rest, and putting rest in your schedule the same way you're putting work in your schedule. In fact, I often say to my clients, you need to rest with as much intention as you work.
Well, that's just a snippet of what's to come on the Race, Wealth, and Health podcast this season. Don't forget to like and subscribe us. You can find us on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. And find us on Instagram and Facebook. See you soon.